must be the mess hall.
It's pretty small considering the size of the ship.
I guess modern tankers are so automated that you only need a crew of about 20. That's not a lot to feed. There's a lot of things there, but make sure you don't disturb anything and leave traces. The enemy might notice. Time to save? Snake, have you heard this one? Evil is human nature, and his entire being falseness. The concept of so-called original sin. The idea that you're born bad, so you can't help doing bad things.
Hold on. I thought the idea of original sin was that you had to work even harder at being good because you were born evil.
Oh, yeah, that too. Very good, Snake.
Ugh.
Snake, Metal Gear is in the holds below the... Time to save? You know the story about Achilles and Paris? The moral here is, well, something about his heel?
Not in a million
Anyway,
years.
even the great and virtually immortal hero Achilles was finally done in by Paris. Talk about a dangerous city. So don't get complacent. The mission can turn around and get you.
Wasn't Paris a person?
What?
Paris, I thought he was a...
Snake, there's a time and a place for conspiracy theories. Please, I'm trying to concentrate here.
Huh? What's with this guy? Sorry.
Snake, Metal Gear is... Do you want to save, Snake? Hang in there. If it's about waist high, you'll be able to climb up or over things with the action button. Keep that in mind.
Freeze.
When you're flattened against a surface behind a corner, you're in corner view. You'll be able to survey the area without exposing yourself. The corner view lets you take a look ahead with the L2 and R2 buttons, or you can jump out with your weapon ready. Take advantage of all the action. Snake. Time to save? Okay, Snake. Stay out of trouble.
Raven.
Snake, that shadow,
It's him, no doubt about it.
But Raven was, out in Shadow Moses.
I know. Maybe it's the last of his 9 lives. Or maybe his maker decided to give him another chance.
You're not serious, are you?
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Either way, we'll find out soon enough.
Snake, watch your step, okay?
Not in a million years.
Snake, there should be a door into the holds in the northwest section of the engine room. Head west.
Freeze.
Snake, there should be a door.
Freeze. Good.
Snake, the engine room is full of solid structures. You could probably use them to get away when the enemy's chasing you. Use the hanging mode wisely. That's the engine room. You can see the tanker's engine in the middle there. The engine noise is pretty loud, but that means the enemy's hearing will be hampered too. The reason the ship's drive section is in the aft area is so that more oil tanks can be fitted into the middle part. A shortened propeller axle is another benefit. The simplification of the drive structure means a greater emphasis can be placed on hull strength. I see you have the grenade equipped. It's an anti-personnel frag grenade. Throw it at the enemy and the blast and fragments will take the enemy out. Watch out. Pushing the weapon button will pull out the pin. Release the weapon button to toss it. The throwing distance depends on how long you push the weapon button. After pulling the pin, you'll have 5 seconds until the grenade explodes. Get familiar with changing the timing and throwing distance of the grenade before it goes off. Time to save? Okay, Snake.
Repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port side is complete. We'll return to position following patrol of the small room on the port side.
Okay, now, infiltrate the holds and get those photographs of the new metal gear. Head downstairs. If you open the locker, you can use the door as a cover during an exchange of gunfire. But, of course, this is a pretty flimsy door. There are limits to how many bullets it can withstand. Don't count on it too much, okay?
Freeze.
Snake, there's another set of infrared sensors in place. If you touch that, the explosives will detonate and that ship will be pulverized.
I'm not in the mood to go sleep with the fishes, but there are too many sensors. Looks like I'll have to find another way.
No need to worry. There's a way through. Take a close look. Do you see the thing with blinking green lights right next to the explosives? That's the control unit for the sensors. Destroy that, and the sensors stop functioning. You can't get in close enough to touch it, so you'll have to shoot it out. But the M9's knockout rounds won't work. The USP you picked up should do the trick. Use that gun.
Good.
Snake, the Metal Gear...
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Oh, you need to save? Just a second. Do you know the saying, those who walk 100 leagues think not that their journey is half ended until the 90th league? That means... what does it mean? Okay, it means that if you're planning to walk that far, you better damn well know how to do simple arithmetic. Study, stay in school.
I don't believe it. This seems to be getting more and more random.
Correction. It's becoming more deep. Trust me. Snake, the Metal Gear... Shoot out the lights to darken the corridor. The enemy will have a harder time finding you. Snake, use the flashlight in dark places like this. Your USP is equipped with a flashlight. All you have to do is select the gun and aim it with the weapon button, and the light will go on. Not that I need to tell you this, but the light will turn you into a better target if there are enemies nearby. Be careful. Do you want to save, Snake? The Chinese have a proverb that goes, scholars hold in esteem knowledge, not acts. See, they just sit around thinking instead of actually doing something, which doesn't make them too useful. Action is what matters, I think.
Look, what I heard from Mei Ling was that...
Snake, have you noticed that you bring her up a lot?
What's with this guy? That isn't the...
Here we go again. What am I gonna do with you?
Like I was saying...
You and your hyperactive libido. It's a good thing one of us can keep all the details straight.
What's with this guy?
You can get into the holds from the door at the end of that corridor. Head east. You want to save, Snake? This is my favorite Chinese saying. Better to be first among roosters than last among bulls. Of course, the meaning's clear. If you have to choose between being a chicken or a cow, pick the chicken. Cows are always being messed with by aliens. Cattle mutilations are up, you know. Why go looking for trouble, right? If an enemy spots you, you'll be in more trouble than a cow on a UFO. You stay out of their sight.
Why would aliens be in an old Chinese proverb?
Everyone knows they've been visiting us for thousands of years.
What's with this guy? News to me.
You can get into the holds from the door at the end of that corridor. Head south.
We have sealed the stern hatch.
All right.
The lift is also under our control.
We're on the foredeck, about to descend to the holds.
Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the holds have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one down into the holds until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
Who goes there? I don't think they're gonna let you into the hold so easily.
I'll have to stand my ground and fight. I can try a jump-out shot from corner view.
Good idea. If you go with jump-out shots, you can wait behind cover for the right time to get in a shot. Select your gun and flatten yourself against an object. Then switch to corner view. Hit the attack button to pop out and catch the enemy off guard. Let go of the attack button to get back behind cover. Wait for a lull in the enemy fire to strike. Snake, what if you run out of ammunition during an exchange of fire? It leaves you suddenly vulnerable, doesn't it?
That wouldn't happen with tactical reload.
So change the magazine before it becomes empty. That way you would never run out when you're actually facing the enemy.
Exactly.
To perform a tactical reload, unequip the gun, then equip it again. The gun should now be loaded with a fresh magazine. Use the quick change button, the R2 button, for this one. Snake, the enemy's serious about not letting you through. You have no choice but to take all of them out. start firing. Snake, they've got grenades. If you see an incoming one, just get the hell out of there. Snake, you can take cover behind objects, get down, and fight back from a safer spot.
Who goes there? Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear...
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
Remember,
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No. I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, Snake, let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into US military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
No way.
At the moment,
Oh, you need to save? Just a second. Snake, do you know the Chinese proverb, care avoids error? Error is thought to be a Kung word, meaning what? There's some linguists who think that this accounts for an almost universal utterance of the syllable when people are at a loss for words. A kind of vestigial...
Hey! What a crock! What did you do with that little cheat sheet I made you? Oh, there it is. Hey!
That's really,
How could you do that? You know how busy I am and you...
It's not what you think.
Oh? So what am I thinking?
What's going on over there?
Oh, hi, Snake. Do you know that Otacom's been...
Mei Ling, we're in the middle of a mission and everything, so can we,
Fine. Sure. And Snake, the real meaning of care avoids error is that if you're cautious, you can avoid making serious mistakes. Even if you've gotten used to the mission, watch what you do. Good luck.
Yeah, Snake, good luck.
You, I'm not done with. Let's discuss this, shall we?
Snake, you can't walk on that floor without causing a racket. You'll be in trouble if someone hears you. To move more quietly, try crawling, or walk slower by pushing the left stick a little bit at a time. Snake, the tanker's holds are divided into 3 separate blocks, and Metal Gear is in the farthest hold. You need to head north. You know the number you're up against. If you're spotted, there's no winning that fight. You have to stay out of their sight, okay?
every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. This weapon will render all other metal...
Snake, you see that projector there? See what comes up if you turn it onto the screen in front of you. I'm guessing there isn't enough space for all the Marines in that farthest hold where Metal Gear is. Don't cut across in front of the projector, or the enemy may spot your shadow. Crawl across if you need to move in front of the projector.
Gear's obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force would think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray.
Don't cut across in front of the projector, or the enemy may spot your shadow. Crawl across.
Position from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in...
Snake, are you okay? Snake! Snake!
The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this...
Snake, take those pictures before the Commandant finishes his speech. It's the only chance we've got. As soon as he finishes up, the Marines will go back to their posts. That's way too many pairs of eyes watching out for Metal Gear. There's no way they'll let an intruder with a camera slip past. Do what you have to before that happens.
The project is vital. You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
Metal Gear.
Ours is not...
Okay, we're finally there.
So, this is the new Metal Gear.
Yep, and we're gonna show the whole world its baby pictures. Get the prototype on camera. We need 4 images. One from the front right, the front, and the front left, and a close-up of the Marines marking on the prototype. Once you have the photos, use the workstation in the southeast end of the area to transmit them over to me. Send me something I can use.
The only military project devoted to Metal Gear development. But it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program
Good.
that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty.
Once you've got the photos, use the workstation in the southeast end of that room to send them over to me. But if they aren't what we need, I'm gonna have to ask you to take another set.
This turned out to be longer than expected.
Get the prototype.
At ease. Rest a little. Let's continue. Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater. Move.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first one I'm seeing is... Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag. The next one's... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. What's next? You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot. Okay, what am I seeing now? This is great! The Marines lettering shows up really well. Okay, now we have all the photos. Snake, the speech is about to wind up. Forget the photos and get out of there now.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the...
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot!
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, you! Have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Kurlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Kurlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program. Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid! The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on.
Have what it takes after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's newsflash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.